I know I'm going to forget. Sherry might not, but I
Okay,
I'll
so
forget.
I'll go ahead and start with the preface with what I'm going to start with the preface of what we're doing. I will go ahead and share this on my YouTube channel. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Today we're talking about Nowsite marketing. It's a platform that has not only your social media marketing, but as well as websites, landing pages, unlimited email campaigns, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So if you want to learn more about that, reach out to me. Go to lindaleads.com. That's LYNDALEADS.com, lindaleads.com. Okay, so today what we're going to show is how to, let's say, for example, you have a business, but you have more than one element to your business. For example, I run Women Action Takers. With Women Action Takers, I do networking meetings. I do symposiums, I do summits, I'm putting together a magazine, I do collaboration books, I do a lot of different things. So it can get really confusing to people if you go send them to a whole bunch of places, because like it's not like you have a one-stop shop for them. So what we're going to work on today, or what I'm going to show how to do today, is if you wanted to create on your website a way for people to go to one place, your website, and then you can send them off to different areas in order to work with you on different aspects. Here's the thing. When somebody likes you, they want to work with you in one way, shape, or form. So you want to make it easy for them to work with you. If it's difficult to work for you, they, like Sherry mentioned earlier, a confused mind doesn't buy. So whether it's you sending them somewhere to buy from you or to just connect with you, you need to have a place to send them so that it's easy for them. If it's not easy for them, they'll lose interest and they'll just move on to the next person who made it easy for them. So here's what we want to do with Nowsite is we want to make it easy for people to connect with us. So one of the ways I do that is this here is called a feature block. And in Nowsite, I have the ability, I'll just click on this right now to show you kind of what it looks like if I were editing this. I have the ability to add text over here. I can add a button. This button makes it so that when they click on that, they go to wherever I'm sending them. I don't remember where I'm sending them here. I'm sending them to my calendar link here. And then I created this image. I created actually in Canva, canva.com. And I just added the image here. So what did I do? I gave them a very easy way to connect with me. Few words. I don't need to put a lot of information here because by the time they've gotten to this page, they've already seen me on a video, or they've seen a post of mine, or I've sent them a link in maybe on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever. I've sent them here. It's because I've sent them here. I want to make it simple again for them to connect with me. So what I'm going to show you now is how I created this feature block. This is one of, ideally, one of the best ways, I believe, in order to set up your website so it looks clean and clear, and it makes it easy for them to navigate around. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to create a feature block that includes a button, that includes some text and an image. I'm going to show you how to do it. So it's simple as this. So first of all, I want to share, first of all, Kathy and Sherry, have you guys used the content section piece here on Nowsite?
I have, but it's very basic.
Oh, yes, I have. Yeah, I get some of my posts from there. I know what you're talking about now.
Okay, so this content section here, I'm just going to left click on it, going to drag it and hold on to it and drag it over. This content section here, what's cool about this is this makes it so that this section, this one little rectangle here on my website can be broken up into two pieces. I can make it two pieces that are equal, two pieces that are different size on the left and that way, and then on the right that way, 3 pieces or up to 4 pieces. Why would you want to do this? Well, I'm going to share with you why you would want to do 4 pieces is I have a website. Shoot, I don't have it queued up, so I'll show you in just a minute. But I have a website where I have 4 testimonials. Actually, I think it's this one here. Let me go look real quick. This is for anybody who wants to join Women Action Takers networking events. Go to womenactiontakers.com/network. So this is my website for that. I'm going to go scroll down here to show you testimonials. So I have these testimonials and they're videos. these are actually, I use HTML code from, or I use the URL from, no, I use the HTML code. I'll show you that in a minute, from YouTube, and embedded these into my website. I didn't want to have them be big. So this right here is a strip of that content. Like I showed you over here, this is just a content block, and it's broken down into 4 videos per block. So that's one of the reasons you might want to use the content block to break it up into pieces. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to show you how I did this. This is so we can send them out to different websites and what have you. So I just clicked on the single. I'm just going to do a single block. Now, one thing that's cool is this block can either take up this much room, or you can left click on the width here and change it so that it takes up the full width. See how it spread out into the full width instead of container, which keeps it just to this width right here. So that's all I'm going to do with that. Or I could also go click on style, and I can change the background color if I wanted. I would click on, not transparent, sorry, change it to solid color, and I could change the color of the background of that block. For my purpose is I'm just going to make it white, which is FF is white. And I can change the spacing. So see how it shows the blue border on the outside? That's the spacing, which if you see here under padding, it has 20. I can change that to 0, so it just jumps right from one section to the next. Or again, you can put spacing. The reason they put 20, and I'm just going to share with you why they did that, is because in websites, we do need to have some white space, as people need that white space as a little bit of a breakup. So next thing we're going to do is I'm going to click on a feature block. I'm just going to left click on it, hold it. I'm going to drag it over until it's in that, oh, it's not jumping in there. It should jump right inside of here, but it's not. So I'm going to release that. I'm actually going to get rid of this block here. Hold on a second. I'm going to get rid of this one. I'm not sure why that content block didn't work. So, and I don't know what I just did. Okay, so we'll come back here. I created that feature block. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to emulate this one up here is all I'm going to do right now. So the heading, which is this here, who the heck is Linda Sunshine West? I'm just going to add that back in. Let's see. And then the subheading is, and why women action takers. I'll probably change the title of that because that doesn't actually make any sense. So as you can see, it's already adding the text here for me. Now I'm going to click to add an image, and I'm just going to upload any image. Let me show you what I just did there. Here's an image library that Nowsite already has. If you click on any of those buttons there, you can see various images. I'll choose this one because it looks very relaxing. And you can select any of these images in here to use for your images, or you can upload your own. But for this purposes, the purposes here, I'm just going to select an image that's already here. And I'm going to actually resize this. So if you see this has little squares here, I can left click, hold it, and drag it and resize that image to make it square, more square. Because in that spot, I just want it to be a more square image. So there it is. It's in there. There's the words. Now, look at this, share button, show button. So I can put a button there, connect with Linda. And then I would just put wherever my URL is. And fortunately, I know my URLs for just about everything. So I'm going to put it in here. So I'll put that, and I'm going to click OK. Now, here's a challenge. Let me see what's going on here. Let me see, what did I do? I did something weird here. I'm going to have to go figure that out. Okay, that content section. Let me delete that. Now, what's interesting here is I didn't discover this until later, but when you have feature blocks, one back to back, And if you have a picture on the left-hand side on one and a picture on the right-hand side on the other, Nowsite actually reads left to right. So that would, if you're on mobile. So it'd be image, words, and then words, image. So what I like to,
Automatically?
yeah, and I don't know how to change that because it's with the mobile. It's like what the mobile apps do. So what I do is whenever I have those, I just click here where it says text image placement. I just make them so that they're in the same place. So as I want to have my image, on mobile, I want to have my image on top because the image is where our eyes, like automatically an image is more attractive than the words. So I wanted to make sure that they see an image and then words, image, then words, image, then words. So right here on the top left here, I'm going to click on this button. This is a mobile. We're going to be able to see what it's going to look like on a phone. See how the image is on top and then the words and then the button. Now see, look at here. I didn't have enough white space between this image and this, this text. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to adjust that. So again, here we have image, text. So that's how we add, oops, I clicked the wrong button there. Hold on. I'm a clicker. Sometimes I like happy fingers or something. So I'm going to do here is I'm going to, oh, there's enough space. I'm going to go into this feature block here, and I'm going to go under the style, and I'm going to add some spacing underneath it. So right here where it says padding top, right, bottom, I'm going to add some spacing after the bottom of this one here. And now when we go look at the mobile, let's see what it did. I don't know. See if it created some space. So see, now it's got a little bit of space here. So we want to just break that up just a little bit so that it's easier for the eyes to read it. So what I will be doing for my Women Action Takers website is I'll put something on here about my networking events. Want to attend a networking event? And then this link here will take them to sign up for a networking event, which happens to be one of my Nowsite websites. This is my networking event website. So I will use this URL, this link here, in order to send them from my Women Action Takers, my main page, to send them to sign up for a networking event. And then
Can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah, please.
On the second block that you created, it was words, then image. How did you switch that around?
Okay, so when I click on the image here right now, on the left-hand side, it says text image placement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's just you drop down, it just toggles. And look how easy that is.
Okay, good.
So
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought I mentioned that. So that's important for me to know. So thank you so much for that. But now also I want to do some spacing here. See how there's no spacing between the image. I'm sorry, there's no spacing here after the image. So I'm going to put a little bit of spacing after that, like just 20 pixels is what that PX is. And I click OK, just to add a little bit of space after the image. And the reason why I want to do that is that, again, I want to create some white space so that when they're scrolling on their phone, there's space in between the words and the next set of words. And I'm going to clean this whole thing up, but this is what we're starting with right now. Like, see, look, it's just a bunch of words. I haven't even started editing my website. But again, what I love about Nowsite is the ease of use. It's so simple. If I wanted to move this around, I would just left click on the outside here. And I'm going to click this little handle, I think they call it. I'm just going to left click it. And I'm going to drag it to somewhere else. And I'm going to drop it. If I want to, oh, I don't like it there. See what happens as I click it and drag it, it says section will be here. Section will be here. I just decide where do I want to drop it. So I'm just going to left click, hold it, move it around. Well, I want it here. And I'll just section will be here. I'm going to unselect it and drop it. It's that simple.
Well, you certainly make it look very simple.
Well, it's just the more using it, playing with it, right? So I spent a lot of time playing with it to, see how do I do this? How do I do that? And I got to admit, at the beginning, I was very frustrated. because it's a learning curve. And I thought, oh, I'll just go in there and I'll use it. You know, I know how to do, I've created websites before. So they got easy,
Too easy.
but they started.
Question.
Yeah.
So on one feature block, is it possible to have like 4 different buttons, like a circle and things going out to like different subjects and then a link to that particular website?
What's that noise?
Oh, sorry,
that
that's my
me?
ring.
Oh, okay. I thought it was me. Like, what the heck? One feature block. First of all, that's not a good idea anyway to do that, because you don't want to cause too much confusion, right? So, so a feature block, you can put one button, or let's see if this works. And we'll try something because I'm not sure. Let's click on this feature block and let's see what happens if I, as an example, you say click here. You would have to put the whole HTML code in order to create a hyperlink. So let's just do this, takers /30. Let's see what happens and see if that creates a hyperlink. So I'm going to save it. Then I'm going to save the website. And it won't show me here that it's a hyperlink because this is, we're working on, this is like the back end, right? So I'm going to go click on preview and we'll see if that created a hyperlink. It didn't. So the feature blocks, see here now that there's a hyperlink here on the button. Yeah. So for the feature blocks are intended to be one feature really.
Okay, because I have a person that what she was thinking of, if you can envision a circle in the middle of this feature block and then a line going to the left and then it says coaching, a line going straight up and then it says something else, and each of those words right next to it just has like a link or a button that would then go to that website. That's how she was envisioning it, but I don't know if that's even possible.
Okay, I'm thinking it is, but I'm more of a visual person. So if I can visualize what she's referring to, or so you're saying like she was saying like have a circle that's pointing here and there like that?
And with each arrow, a word like coaching, you know, and all of her other things that she offers.
And she wants them linked?
She wants them to be able to click on each word or next to each word and go to a website for each of those things. Just like she did in the feature block, she put a website, but to have like 4 or 5 all in one feature block.
I'm going to show you what she could do.
Okay.
Okay, and this is in theory. Okay, so first of all, she'd have to create the image. And the image would have to have the arrows. So let's assume she has 4 places. We're going to assume she has 4 places she wants to send people.
Okay.
Okay, just for ease of use and simplicity of what we're going to do here right now. So again, I'm going to use my content section. I'm going to see if why it didn't work that last time. So I'm going to click content section and I'm just going to click OK. I just want to walk you through it quickly. She would use a large image.
Okay.
That large image would be a circle that she creates in Canva as an example with the arrows and the words on it.
Okay.
Now, see here how it says section will be here and it's allowing me to insert the large image into this gray area is the content section. So I'm just going to drag it here. I'm going to let it go. And this would be where she would add an image. Let me change. I like overlay to be 0 so it's nice and bright. But let me just add an image in here. So I clicked on upload image because I'm going to add an image that I created. So this was as if she created something like this, actually.
Exactly like that. That's what she showed me.
Yeah. Okay. So this is too many places for the purpose of what we're doing today, because I want to show you what she could probably do to 6. She won't be able to.
Yeah. Even if it was 4, you know, if you could just give me an idea of how she would create the links.
You know what? I bet she could do to 8. Okay. I'm going to show you. Okay. This is awesome. See, my mind, I have to envision it. So now that I see this, I think I'm going to be able to show you how she could do it to 8 different places. Let's try it and let's see what happens. Okay, so there's our image and I'm just going to click OK. Image is done. Okay, So now, okay, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm excited here because I like being tested on things. So actually what she would do, okay, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to show you what she would do. This is that content section. And all I did is I split it into thirds. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this. So I left click on the outside of these 3 blocks here, and I'm going to click, this is duplicate. We're just going to duplicate it and duplicate it. Now envision this is her website, and this is the place where she's going to say, I'm going to send people here, there, and everywhere, right? Okay, so I'm just going to click on OK so that these are all now ready to go. Now I'm going to click large image, left click it, and I'm going to drag it into this middle section. And we're going to go upload that same image I showed you. Isn't it funny that I used that image just this morning, and that's why it's sitting there. But this is why that image came up, because I needed it for today's session. I had no idea why. I truly believe that. I'm like, that's so cool. Now I'm going to change the overlay. See how dark it is? It's got this 0.5. It just means it has like shading on top of it. I'm just going to click the arrow overlay and move it down to 0. Okay, now we're going to say, okay, so let's say these arrows were actually pointing directly over to here, right? To this block here. What she can do is, okay, wait, I'm sorry, let me click out of that. She can then, I don't think this will work. Let me see. Yeah, it won't let me do a feature block in there. So hold on, bear with me a second. I got to think here. Image gallery, maybe. I don't know if that'll work either. Okay, that.
Yeah, because I would assume that each image that you drop in could be linkable, right? Oh, you have to do a button?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Like what you just said. Thank you for that. Because let's add an image. Let's just do this one. Okay, so add that image. Now, the image, no, it's not.
No link.
Yeah, no link. So the other option would be to, she can add a button. And the button could say, so this one would be like share. Like, because this is the button that would be directly to the left of it as an example. Okay, bear with me a second here. Okay, let's try something else because we don't like that. I don't like that. I don't think it works well. So let's try large text block. And with this, we could add text. Want to share some content, whatever. There's no button. Okay, so my idea is not going to work. The idea that I had isn't going to work. So basically she would have to create a button. It's kind of boring though. Like there's, oh no, you could put text in here. Want to share content. So you can't put an image though. It looks like, click this button.
And the image cannot be shared in the same box.
I say that again.
An image and a button cannot be shared in the same box? I thought that you can.
Well, with the feature block, it can. But a feature block can only, see, it won't pop into any of these.
It won't pop in.
Because it's it would be so small. I think that's why. So it has to be all by itself. So the feature block, it can't. With an image, when I clicked on the image, you could add an image. Oh, link optional. Why didn't I see that before?
Maybe because it wasn't a large image?
Oh.
Maybe it's only available with a large image?
Maybe so. Maybe that's it. Okay, so let's say, okay, so let's add the image. Let's try this. We'll just do a light bulb. So I'm just,
Bright idea.
yeah, right idea. There we go. Let's see. Oh, and that's right. So I'm going to click on the image. Oh, I'm sorry, change image. So here's where you would put, oh, wait, we want to do this right. Teamwork, right? So this one is called teamwork. So here you would say, in this example, for teamwork, click this image or something like that. And then you can change the size of the text by just, enlarging it, shrinking it. You can move it around. Like maybe it's too dark over there or something. You can change the color of it. But let's say that's good. We're going to click OK. I'm loving this idea. I'm so glad you brought it to me because this is how I'll do my website. So,
Oh,
yeah, I just have to figure out how to make it work. So then they would click on that and here's the link. I'm going to click OK to save it. So now for teamwork, click this image. Let's check it out. Let's save. I have to save the website before all that stuff is instituted. We're going to preview it. We're going to click on that image and it'll take you to my calendar there.
oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
so that was what was it you said? Image gallery.
It was large image that we did in there.
It was?
Yeah, it was because I wrote it down, large image.
Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are writing notes. Okay, so yeah, you include your large images. With the large image, you can add a link. You can put text on there also. So let's show an example of this one. I could actually have put text on here for teamwork. It goes on. I don't like that actually, but if you can actually put the text over the image by clicking on change image, add text to image. Make sure you know what text you want to be there, because if you click add text to image, this text stays here. I can't delete it, the old stuff. So make sure you know what you want to go on there. So I love that idea. It's a brilliant idea. So this is cool, right? So we can do this ourselves, like by just creating something like this and pointing to where they go. And what I would recommend is, like, if it were going to look like this as an example for the teamwork, whatever image you put up here, I would use the same exact color. I would have all these be different colors, and I would use the same exact color for this and then this color here. So that way for the eye, they're seeing color, rather than just the words.
I love it.
Good. So your friend can do
Love it
that.
too. So she can actually add up to 8 that way.
You could do more. You could do, let's see if we go here.
But this looks well balanced though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
if
thing
you
is,
did
yeah.
4 and then duplicated it, it wouldn't look as good.
Yeah. The 4 wouldn't look very good, but definitely this works.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, see, she could also do, because my original thought was, oh, I'll share with you what my original thought was. Like, let's say she wanted to do only 4. Okay, so my original thought was in the middle, you would have, okay, what I did there, I should say what I did. What I did there is I clicked on the outside of this content selection, and I selected just to have one image or one button there. And then I'm going to click here and actually delete this image that's here, because that's not what I want. And then I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to select a, this one I'm just going to use an image gallery. And I'm going to drop it inside of this. And again, we're working on this middle section. And I'm going to go to the image gallery. I'm going to go back up and I'm going to select this image that we have. And let's pretend though that this image has Oh, why is it not centered? Because I used the wrong thing. Oh, okay, hold on. Because I should have selected large image. Okay, so let me go back in, select that image again. And let's, again, pretend for a minute that she has only 4 items, like 4 places that she wants to send people. Okay, so I put that image in there. So let's say one image is here and one image is here, right? So what I'm going to do then is, oops, I got to save that. I'm going to click on this content section. I'm going to break it up into 2. And again, let's say this was, teamwork, her image for teamwork. And then let's say she wanted another image over here. So this would be her other one, right? We do large image, drag it over there. I always change my overlay. And then we're gonna, choose an image. If anybody goes to look at my website, you're gonna see all this weirdness. It's gonna be funny. Okay, so then, what does this mean? This means I need to get updating my website quickly. So, and I could change the size of that image, like resizing it by, again,
Yeah.
do what?
How do you do that?
So I'm going to select the image, and then what's going to happen is when it pops up here, there's these little anchors. Yeah, so I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to drag it to about where I think it should be. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a sizing where you can say make it this size, yeah. But at least you can change it. Okay, so there, I made it pretty close. I can go back. I would just go back in and edit the size, if we weren't doing this. And then again, add your link. Where do you want to send them? So let's put this. And what's cool about this, if you think about it, is if you have a resources page, you could do your resources like this. So have an image of something, they click on that image and they go out to it. And you can just, it's like me, I do a lot of videos. And so I have a lot of video materials that I use, like, I have a certain microphone, right? Or a certain camera. And people are always asking me, like, what kind of camera are you using? And so I can just put a link to that, like, can't put a picture of the camera and link it out there. So if you have affiliate links going to different places, you could put the images in here for them to just click on the image.
Yeah, this is cool. This is exactly what she needs.
Perfect. Well, I'm glad you asked the question. Thank you.
I will do my best to try to show it to her, and I may be reaching out to you for help if that's okay.
Well, here's the training. Like I'm recording this right now. I'll upload it to my YouTube channel. And then so here it's so simple. We're just throwing a large image in there. That's all we're doing.
That's
so
great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then just create those images in something like Canva. Like I use Canva. I love it. It's simple, but use something like Canva and put those images in there. And again, you might have to drag them around. You might have to change the sizing, but at least, you can do it.
Yeah.
So that would be the example of what she's doing there.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so that concludes our training on that. I'll do other trainings on things, and thanks for asking that question. I think Kathy asked, or you, Sherry, but yeah, I'll definitely do some more trainings, and it's just like knowing what I should train on, different things. Oh, before we go, let's give a fun thing. I'll show you how to create what I created here. Let me show my screen again. So here I created scrolling words, because I have an event on January 23rd, and I also, created this countdown timer. So I will put these in the link inside the YouTube video on how to do this. And so first thing let's do is let's create the countdown timer. So I'm going to click on code snippet. I'm sorry, first content section. I learned this from our VP of marketing, Cheryl Coco. She said, always use the content section. And I think that's just because it makes it easy to maneuver around and stuff. So I just put this content section over there, and then I'm going to left click on code snippet. and I'm going to drag it onto that content section. And now here's where HTML code goes. So there's a website called Countdown Timer. And again, I'll put this link inside the YouTube. If you're watching this replay, then you'll see the link down in the YouTube, in the notes in the YouTube. And it's just called, where'd it go? As you see, I have a whole bunch of different links, a free countdown timer. And what's cool about the countdown timer is you only really need to create it once. And then after you're done creating it, you just keep updating it on your website. So I do my events twice a month, the second and fourth Saturday every month. So what I do is I just update on my Nowsite the date and time that the next event starts. I don't need to go recreate the wheel, reinvent the wheel or anything. So on this countdown timer, you're just going to left click here on the date that your event starts. So let's say it's tomorrow. So as you can see what day we are here right now, let me scroll down. Okay, so it's going to be tomorrow at, well, let's make it more like a real time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. And here, see how the timer, they're flipping over. I can choose different options here. So I'm going to show you every time I click on something, it shows you what it's going to look like. Flip 3 looks like that. But, oh, let's see what columns looks like. I don't know what that looks like. Okay, so that's interesting. So that one has that. So you can choose different option of what you want it to look at. Now remember, this is free, so you get what you pay for. Now I'm going to change the color of the text. We'll just make it a different color there. It didn't, oh yeah, here we go. I need to select a color. Oh, that's the text up here on the top. Now, if you know your code like me, I know my color is 0B77BE. So I know my number. So you can brand it. You can brand it. And then you can create a different color for the background if you wanted to do that. And again, if you know your number, you can do that using it here. I'll just use white. Oh, that looks interesting. And then the digits color, you can change that too. So now I have my countdown timer. You can choose the language, and then whatever it says. So event starts in, and I just say, this many days, hours, minutes, seconds, whatever. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to embed on your website. So I'm going to click on that link there. And where'd the code go? I don't know where the code went. Oh, here we go. I must not have clicked on it. So here's the code. Now see what's cool in here is this is the date and time of my event. So this is what I would change on my website when I'm ready to change the date and time. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to left click in here. That selects the code. I'm on a PC, so I clicked on Control C. Then I'm going to go over to the Nowsite, and I'm going to paste that code right there. And I'm going to say, okay. Now look at the timer. It's kind of weird. It's cut off. So I'm going to click in here again. And right here, it says, let me find it. It says height somewhere. I got to find it. Oh, no, I think it's here in the style. So I'm just going to change the height. I think I did 300. It makes it so the whole thing. So you have to go under style to change the height of that block and click OK. So there's my event timer. How cool is that?
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was waiting for some feedback.
I think it's amazing. I actually think you're amazing.
Oh,
and I know Kathy and I both have 3 o'clock appointments, but I just want to say how much I appreciate you, Linda.
Oh my gosh, it's 3 o'clock already? Okay, I got to go too.
Yeah, we kind of left the other 2 guys hanging, I think.
Yeah, well, you guys, if you need to go ahead and go. I'm going to continue on because I said I would, on this, I would show how to do the scrolling thing. So I'm going to continue with that. Kathy, thank you so much for being here. Sherry, you too. Are you leaving too?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you guys have a great day and I'll see you soon.
Okay,
right,
thanks. Bye.
Thank you. All right, bye. Okay, so next we're going to do a scrolling marquee. And I'll again drop the link.
Were you going to go back with the guys to the main page?
Not right now. I'm going to finish this training and then I'll go back.
Oh, okay. That's right. Because you're recording.
Yeah. All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
See ya. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. I'll drop the link to this Marquee Generator in the comment section there. But what you do, see, look, this is scrolling really fast. So first of all, you can change the speed of the scroll just by dragging this button over here. So to do whatever you want and make sure that it's legible for people, you can make it bounce. So it goes back and forth. Make it scroll. You can make it scroll to the right, make it scroll up, make it scroll down. So if you're doing like a Star Wars thing, you can do that, right? You can put a lot of text on there. So let's do the Star Wars thing because I want to check something here. So next here, you're going to change the text and let's see, our event. Okay, my fingers. Our events are fun, uplifting. Okay, uplifting, oh my gosh, and inspirational. Attend one, oh my gosh, one or attend all. Sign up today. Okay, so let's say that was the text I wanted to have. Let's see if we can center that. I'm not sure. Again, this is free, so you get what you pay for. Size, I can make it a little bit bigger if I want it. So let's say we make it size 3. So it's a little bit larger. And then I can make it bold. So just play around with it, do whatever it is that you want to do with it. You can make it in small caps. I personally don't like small caps, so that's not something I would do. So I'm going to remove that. And then it doesn't look like I can center it, but so do whatever you want on that. You can change the colors. So my color again is 0B77BE. That is my branding color. So I want to make sure that my text is in that color. And then my background, I'm going to use white. I use the white background on most of my stuff, but it didn't change it. Oh, I have too many F's. No. Why is this not here? Oh my gosh. I guess it won't let me clear. Okay. Star F, 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 F. There we go. Now it's got the white background. So I'm not sure why that is staying up there, but okay, so we've got what we've created. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to left click on here and that automatically selects the text. I'm going to click Control C to copy it and go back over to my Nowsite site. And what we're going to do is I'm going to drag over a content section and I'm going to click OK on that. And then we're going to click over here, code snippet, left click, drag it into here. And I'm just going to add that code right here. Click OK. And there we go. Bam. There we go. Oh, I wonder, I'm going to try something. See if it'll let me center this. I'm going to left click on it, style. It is already centered. So let's see what happens if I make it left. Okay, nothing changes with that. So I don't see anything here, any code that allows me to change it to, from left to centered. But now if I wanted to change the text, again, here's the text right here. Our events are fun, uplifting, and inspirational. Attend one or attend all, sign up today. So that text right there, I can edit right here. I don't have to go back into the marquee to change it. So once you have it set up, it's done. The HTML code is in there. Again, I can click on this if I wanted to change the size. So like, let's say I wanted to make it larger. I can go to 5 EM and see now it'll be even larger, right? So I can make all my edits directly right in here for that. The line height, let's change something here. Let's see what happens. And then the padding. So you can change I don't know what all the code means. I just know that if I want to try to change something, I can click in here and change it. This one is way too big. So let's do that. It was, oh, there we go. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, so now it's way too small. But anyway, just play around with it and see what you end up with. Now let's go look at mobile and see what it looks like. So I clicked on this little button up top here, and it's going to change it to what a person would see on their phone. So this is what they're going to see on their phone. The countdown timer isn't showing for some reason. Not sure why, not sure what I did, but here's what we created today. It looks like a mess because I just need to go clean it up. And I'm not sure why the countdown timer is not showing. Something for me to look at. Maybe the coloring, because it's white background, maybe. I'm not sure. So that's something for me to go look at, and I'll go look at that later. But I hope you enjoyed learning how to create a website that has what we did today. Let me see, just so I can remind myself what we did today. What we did today is I showed how to add a button, next to a feature block, how to also, if you wanted to create an image like this and send people to different places, again, this would all be cleaned up, by the time the website was done. And then we also learned today how to add a countdown timer as well as a scrolling image. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you do, please share it out. And also, if you're interested in joining our Nowsite team, go to lindaleads.com. That's LYNDALEADS.com. And I'll have a link in the chat there. Down there in the show notes. Everybody have a great day, and I'll see you soon. My name is Linda Sunshine West with Women Action Takers.